Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So Kelsey Mitchell is getting run out of town. The fans are fed up. They have had enough. They're tired of seeing what they are seeing. And guess what? It is 100% the fault of the Indiana Fever organization. Because there was a different post. I mean, everything's running together. It might have been yesterday. I think it was 2 days ago, though, about Kelsey Mitchell, because they did a post about voting Kelsey Mitchell for the All-Star team and how she was the spark of the team. And all the comments, I shouldn't say all of them, but probably 95% of the comments were saying, no, that is not going to happen with the Indiana Fever. At first, I thought, you know what? I'll hold on to it. Maybe people are overreacting. Maybe it's just frustration after a bad stretch. But now we've come back around because they revisited it. They put out another post saying, Kelsey Mitchell, get her to the All-Star game, and fans are not having it. Now, here is where, once again, I'm going to defend the fans. Why? Because Kelsey Mitchell, we all see the difference, right? Kelsey Mitchell was fully supported. She was embraced by the Indiana Fever fan base, especially the Caitlin Clark fan base that came to the Indiana Fever. Let's not pretend we don't know what changed. This is a team that in 2023 averaged around 4,000 fans per game. Then 2024 arrived, Caitlin Clark's rookie season. Suddenly, the Indiana Fever were drawing more than 17,000 fans a night. That's not a small jump. That's a complete transformation. And with all those new eyes came a lot more attention, a lot more pressure, and a lot more expectations. Early on, it wasn't perfect, not because of Kelsey Mitchell, but because of the team in general. There were dropped passes everywhere. The timing wasn't there. Players weren't used to Caitlin Clark's pace. There were moments when it looked chaotic. But as the season progressed, especially after the Olympic break in 2024, everything started to click. That was peak Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever basketball. That team played fast, they played free, they played with energy, and most importantly, Kelsey Mitchell bought in completely. She fully embraced Caitlin Clark's high-tempo read-and-react offense, and she thrived in it. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark became, without question, the best backcourt duo in the WNBA in 2024. Despite the slow start, they figured it out. Kelsey Mitchell was putting up huge numbers. She was having a career year. Her efficiency improved, her scoring improved, her opportunities improved, and that's because the way Caitlin Clark plays creates opportunities for everyone. The focal point was going to be different. We've heard Kelsey Mitchell talk multiple times about how much she loves Stephanie White. She's spoken positively about their relationship and how comfortable she feels in the system. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with a coach believing in a player. But the problem is that the offense now appears to be designed around Kelsey Mitchell. Instead, oh, you're hating on Kelsey Mitchell? No, I'm talking basketball. I have no problem praising Kelsey Mitchell when the praise is deserved. She is a phenomenal scorer, one of the best pure scorers in the wnba. But being a phenomenal scorer alone doesn't automatically make you a positive player. You have to fit within the team. You have to elevate the players around you. You have to contribute to winning. And right now, fans don't believe that's happening. That's why they're frustrated. That's why they're pushing back. That's why those comments are filled with negativity, because they remember what the Indiana Fever looked like in 2024. They remember how exciting that team was, and they want that version back.
Okay, here said, I heard your culture behavior talk. I did not hear a word about basketball in that forum. Your culture/beliefs do not align with CC. CC is the weed you want to pluck. It shows on the court. You set CC up to fail on defense so you can smear her. Your culture is diabolical. Someone said, no way, dribble, 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 ball hog, dribble, turn the ball over. I don't think so. Here, ex-coach Anderson said, this season, I'm voting Caitlin Clark and Caitlin Clark only until I feel like are trying the franchise player like a franchise player and running the offense we came to watch. Said, tell the WNBA to fix all the glitches in the voting system. WNBA basketballs just don't pass the stress test. Someone said, only one vote for me this year. Said, my votes today, no other Fever due to them often being selfish, no other WNBA greats due to opponents and or refs rigging their results for them. Someone said, Indiana trying to justify all that money they spent. Embarrassingly obvious. said, "We owe it to Kelsey. If not for her leading the team to 2 straight first-round picks, we would have CC. So we do owe her a thank you. Only voting for these 2. There's lots of reaction. I'll pass. That's right. She doesn't do that. Trade her. I'll pass. Actually, dribble, 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 not pass. I only vote for team players, so I don't vote her. Oh, look at that. He double-dipped. Used to be a fan until it started looking like a lot of the offense is catered to her and not CC. Not voting for her at all. Okay, here said, I only vote for her every day. My vote is going for Caitlin Clark because she's a team player. Said, nah, this ball-hogging hobbit ain't getting my vote. Just because White's in love with her doesn't mean we have to be. Caitlin all the way. Said, she's not an all-star team player. She's a self-centered diva, only interested in shooting, nothing else. No vote for... Again said, fuck no. I'm not sending a one-dimensional dribble, dribble, dribble player to the all-star game. Said, Clark only until this team learns to share the ball the way she does. Said, fire Stephanie White, Amber Cox, Kelly. I do, every day. Embiid. Let me think about this. Nope. Not this year for McDribble. No passing, no vote. Here, again, nah, not dribble, dribble, dribble. You gotta play like an all-star to be an all-star. But I just wanted to hammer this home so you don't think I'm being selective or cutting out examples. It is overwhelmingly anti-Kelsey Mitchell on the Indiana Fever official account right now, and that's a bad sign. The reason I went so deep into everything I was saying is because I know exactly how this is going to get spun. People are going to say, oh, Caitlin Clark fans only root for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark fans are hateful. Caitlin Clark fans hate Kelsey Mitchell. No, that's not what this is. Caitlin Clark fans opened their eyes. They saw what Kelsey Mitchell was in 2024, especially after the Olympic break, and they would love to see that version again because the talent is obviously there. I would be more than happy to root for a backcourt featuring Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell if they embraced what worked during that post-Olympic break stretch in 2024. I have no problem with that. The problem is, I don't think we're going to see it again. So what happens next? Are we at irreconcilable differences? Does Kelsey Mitchell need to be traded? Honestly, I'm not even sure she's going to be back next season anyway. And if Caitlin Clark ends up taking less money than she deserves so everyone else can get paid, I'm going to be frustrated. Because Kelsey Mitchell was all about getting paid this year. She could have taken less money, just like other stars around the league have done, to help build stronger rosters. The reality is simple. The Indiana Fever already paid Aaliyah Boston. They'll have to pay Caitlin Clark what she deserves. I just don't see how everyone fits financially. Someone's got to go. But anyway, what are your thoughts on Kelsey Mitchell? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you later.